What's up everybody, my name is Timo and today we're gonna find out which apps are better, Google or apps. So as you know, I do have the newest iPhone, the iPhone XS. It's not a Max, I don't need that big of a phone, but I did it because I do wanna be in a trend with technology, and I felt iPhone was, the furthest ahead of everybody else, and I'm gonna continue this trend of following the latest technology. Like my new thing is going to be switching on my new smartwatch and then getting myself the HomePod or Amazon Alexa, getting in that artificial intelligence and voice controlling device. But I was watching this Tech Insider and he did a similar thing I did, but reverse. He went from Google to iPhone and I went from iPhone to Google, and what he was missing on iPhone was that Google keyboard where you can just like move your fingers and automatically types, you have that slide keyboard. And he talks about the speed of it, and I was like, I want to have that one. And I was like, well, if I'm gonna switch keyboard, why don't I just switch all of those? So I have 6 apps right over here. I switched to, and I'm gonna go one by one and tell you what I like, what I don't like, and which one I think is better. So first, let's start with Google Maps and Apple Maps. So as you know, I do live in Serbia. Apple Maps sucks over here. Like I would type in a location or maybe even like an address, and there's no recommendation or a database of that thing even existing. And when I'm like typing something, I vaguely know what it's called, but not 100% sure. It recommends me stuff that's not even in the same country or even on the same continent. So I was like really frustrated. So when I decided I'm gonna switch to Google Maps, even though it's a little bit different, I feel that Google Maps is so far ahead of Apple Maps, at least here where I live, that they do have my vote. They are better, at least for me. And the thing is that Apple Maps is at least 1 year behind Google Maps, if not 2. Like they're working on it, at least in California, if I'm not mistaken. But by the time it comes to Serbia, Google Maps already working on augmented reality Google Maps. So I was like, yeah, I'll stick with Google. So Google Chrome versus Safari. I have Google Chrome on my PC instead of the Mozilla. I like those add-ons you can install that just help me get the insights on the website and videos and like how many searches it had, and then I can sync that with my phone. It's just like that syncing part just feels so good, and it's a different UI. I feel that Google Chrome is just newer version, it like easier to navigate. So I'll give one more point to the Google against Apple. Just easier to use, faster. You know how on Instagram and Snapchat you can go left right instead of actually clicking the buttons to go. Same thing with Google Home. Like I can swipe and go to incognito or the other side and get my bookmark and stuff. It's just so much easier. So Gmail versus default email app. Even though I use my Gmail account and I have Gmail on my computer, and it's not necessary, and it has ads inside of Gmail, and I don't like ads, and I'm sure you don't like ads. And yes, it's a little bit different and colorful, but I don't need to see your photo if you send me an email. Like, it's just not necessary for me. So those colors, I mean, yeah, they're kind of cute, but it's just not necessary. And then the minus points you get for showing me ads, I'll have to go with the default. And that's what I did today, is I deleted this app and went to the default one. So the G keyboard or Google keyboard versus Apple keyboard. So I like this one for a couple of reasons. First, it has that, like, I can just do this and it types for myself, so it is faster. When I'm typing in Serbian, it's not working. Uh, but when I am in English, it's just faster, and you don't even have to be that precise, which is like a bonus point, I guess. And what I can do is I can also search within the keyboard on Google. You know, like, let's say you and I are texting and you say a location or a word I don't understand, or maybe I need to explain something to you. I don't have to leave, let's say, Instagram, go on Google, type it. I can just do a search inside the keyboard, inside any app I'm using the keyboard on. So that's cool. It has a kind of like cute emojis, you know, those drawing table emojis. So they have those, and I love those. But I don't have my press space and move the line, so I can easily change. So what I do is, if you press and hold the space bar, it goes to voice, like you can record a voice. I was like, I have a button for that. If I want to record the voice, I'll press the button. I don't have to. So they're like, you know, giving me something I don't need and taking away something that I feel is like the most important thing. You know how when you misspell something and you wanna press that button, but it's just so difficult, that press and hold the space bar and then navigating that little line makes your life so easier and faster to do it. And they don't have that. So what I did is I deactivated the press and hold that goes to the voice. And now they have something similar, but it's just like a one generation behind the Apple keyboard. And honestly, I would go somewhere in the middle. Like, I can't decide which one's better. So Google Calendar, Apple Calendar. So I thought Google Calendar, since I use the Gmail and it's synced with my, you know, computer and stuff like that, it would be amazing, except for it being pretty. It literally has no value for me. I thought, hey, I'm using the Google Maps, maybe you guys can coordinate or something. No, like maybe I'm not smart enough to figure it out how to connect those two. And also, what I like about Apple Calendar is it has the date on the icon. It keeps changing. Yet Google Calendar has the 31st. And I'm like, just change it for me. It's not that difficult. It doesn't require that much work for you to change it. Like Apple's doing it. Like, that's like, I would like look at my phone. I was like, oh shit, it's 31st. And yet it's not. And just like this little convenience that Apple Calendar has that Google Calendar doesn't have. And my Apple Calendar has certain shortcuts. Like, yeah, I have up next, and then when I have like alarm or event or something scheduled in my calendar, then it shows me, hey, this is what's going on next. It's also synced with my Gmail, so if I do have something planned and I just save it on my Gmail account, it automatically syncs with my Apple Calendar, so I don't need actually a Google Calendar. So I'll go with that Apple Calendar, and that's what I'm using right now. So Google Drive versus iCloud. First, what I love about Google Drive is they gave me 15 gigabytes of storage for free. And that's a lot of storage, since I only store like documents, PDFs, and like, I don't know, Excel spreadsheets or something like that. And it's synced with my phone and my computer. It does require internet if you wanna update a file on your phone, but I mean, everybody has internet on the phone, so it's not a big deal. And syncs with my computer, and I don't actually have to have Microsoft Office installed on my computer, which I don't. and it works amazing with Gmail, the mailing app. So when you send me something, I don't have to download it on my computer and then upload it to the Google Drive. I just sync them in. If I want to send you something, I just send it, and it can be either as a link so you can watch my spreadsheet, or I can send it as an attachment so you can download it. It's super convenient, easy, free. iCloud, I don't understand it. Like, they're pushing iCloud so hard, but yet they're not giving me enough for free. Like, these videos, they're recorded in 4K 60 FPS. One of these videos requires 16 gigabytes, and yet iCloud gave me, I think, 500 megabytes. Just like not even enough for a 1-minute video, and it doesn't have all these connections and stuff like that Google Drive has. So I'll give this one a victory. So if you do count those up, and let's count this as a half. So it's 3.5 to 2.5. So this means Google apps are actually better than Apple apps for now. I'm hopeful for iOS 13 to show around. So if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to comment which one of these you like more than the other one, and subscribe and leave a rating. And by the way, stay tuned because I'm gonna record another one in a couple hours. So I hope you enjoyed this. Stick around, more amazing content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.